in the inferior aspect of the cerebrum, there is the dancing pituitary, which apparently dances to the tunes of the hypothalamus. Pituitary plaza or plaza pituitaria is the topic of today's discussion. It is a hilarious take on the gross anatomy of the pituitary gland, an otherwise normal gland, and what chaos takes place when things turn pathological. Come on, let's go and look at the pituitary plaza as a shopping extravaganza in the busy endocrine central business district. Now, the pituitary mall is the hormonally charged CBD of this system. It isn't just a corporate headquarters for hormone management, it's a chaotic, high energy endocrine marketplace where anatomy meets business. Biochemical commerce never stops in this business district. This business plaza is nestled securely in the basement of the skull, an area called the pituitary fossa of the sphenoid bone. It's a small, just about 500 milligrams, yet mighty in terms of work done and its value to the physiology of the body. Now that's the pituitary fossa, and you can see the pituitary, the central pituitary cavity or the fossa. If the brain were considered or compared to that of a city, the cella turcica, in Latin, the Turkish saddle, will be the luxury penthouse suite reserved exclusively for the parotid gland. This high security bone bunker in a most exclusive neighborhood ensures that the gland is protected from external disturbances, except when a tumor decides to crash out, forcing the optic chiasma, which is right above it, to start seeing double. The availability of a rich blood supply through the hypophyseal branches of the internal carotid artery ensures inexhaustible financial waterfall. An equally efficient portal venous system is reassuring for investors looking for short and long circulatory gains. Now that's the beautiful pituitary, and the chandelier above it is the lovely hypothalamus. Let's see, this is a floor guide, and there is a information desk, hypothalamic info desk, which is run, actually the boss of the whole system is the hypothalamus, a very demanding yet efficient manager shouting orders 24/7. This bossy floor ensures that the pituitary gland knows exactly when to release growth hormones or stimulate the thyroid, ensuring that no hormonal shoplifting occurs. Now that's the pituitary stalk. Imagine a courier trying to deliver fragile packages across a wobbly tightrope, and that's exactly what the pituitary stalk does. This slender tuft links the hypothalamus, that is the owner, fondly referred to as the boss or the big boss, to the pituitary mall, allowing hormone instructions to pass through via the portal vessels. Unfortunately, if this tight rope gets severed, like in a case of a traumatic brain injury, communication is disrupted and the pituitary starts freestyling its own hormonal releases. This often leads to a serious metabolic disaster within the body. This mall isn't just about direct deliveries, it is an exclusive financial system called the hypophyseal portal system. Think of it as a priority banking network that lets hormonal transactions happen instantly, bypassing the usual regulatory route. Instead of relying on the main bloodstream, the hypothalamus and the anterior pituitary exchange specialized biochemical currencies directly through the portal venous system, ensuring hormones are delivered with VIP speed and precision and no need for messy, long haul shipping. Next, this tiny gland therefore successfully coordinates hormonal transactions, keeps bodily functions on track, and ensures life runs smoothly as a well-managed corporate district. Now you see, we'll look at some of the shops that are there in this Pituitary plaza. Now you can see this is a floor map. This is the first floor, and you can see the Adino Plaza. This glitzy, colorful, hormone-producing boutiques, each staffed by dedicated endocrine salesperson. Next, this side you see that is the Cave GH, also known as the Growth Hormone Cafe, the store for height-related purchases. It is open on Sundays and on holidays, although frustratingly, sales closes after puberty, but the shop remains open. Next, adrenal quick bites and the cool thyroid joint. Now, what's adrenal quick bites? It's a resourceful joint for overcoming the sluggish feel. You can have a grab of some ACTH bites, the hormone that prepares you for stress, just like a double strong degree filter coffee. We look at the other one, the cool thyroid. It's a juice joint, a must-shop place to turbocharge the body metabolism. A deal with the thyroid ensures energy levels remains steady and optimized for all contingencies. The neuropituitary lounge is in the second floor. It is a VIP lounge. Looks very spacious and elite. It gives two major outlets. One is called the Water Balance Spa, managed and serviced by the Vasopressin and Company. Using complex hydro algorithms, the kidneys are instructed to either conserve water or waste water. The Love and Bonding Boutique, the Oxytocin Experience, specializes in the human connection and cuddles, essential for building the feel-good relationships. That's the other outlet. Now, let's look at the various items sold in these shops. You see, inside the Pituitary Plaza, you are greeted with an explosion of cellular color and hormonal madness. This, by the by, is no ordinary gland. It is an hormonal multiplex with something for everyone. Now you see, this is the anterior pituitary, a company-owned retail outlet. What does it have? These are the pink loving, the secrete growth hormone and prolactin. Now let's see the other one. Basophils. They bring the drama to the stage here. They handle TSH, ACTH, FSH and LH. These are the hormones that control your metabolism, stress response and the reproductive soap operas. Now, posterior pituitary is just brimming and overflowing with hormones, just like you overdosed filter coffee. The VIP lounge, it is more a storage unit with benefits. The actual hormones, ADH and oxytocin, are made upstairs in the hypothalamus but are poured down through the axons to the posterior pituitary for timely release. The mall management, once again we come back to the boss, the hypothalamus. He is the real boss, like as already mentioned, an overbearing mall manager who micromanages everything through hormonal text messages, both the releasing and the inhibiting factors sent down the one and only communication channel, namely the pituitary stalk. If Queen P is the master, the hypothalamus is the mastermind. Now, things can go wrong. Everything is not as mall-like or a plaza-like. Adenomas, benign tumors that can grow like enthusiastic kiosks, which are trying to sell you shady sunglasses in a cold, wintry, icy beach. Some secrete hormones non-stop. Others, these adenomas will hog space, push against the optic chiasma as if they are trying to score credit tickets for a musical concert. Now we'll see a few more details. The cavernous sinuses are friendly neighborhood hormonal food courts, bustling venous spaces filled with essential nutrients and esoteric dishes with high funda names like herring fryums, prolactin smoothins, death by chromophobes and rat case masala dosas. These hormonal food courts allow endocrine messengers to grab quick meals before heading off to manage metabolism, growth and stress levels. And if you watch carefully, if you have the time, in these food courts you can have a relaxed dinner and you can even listen to the lovely musicals and the desi pop music. Now, a word about the chromophobes. These are the mystery employees. These are bland workers dressed in elegance, refuse to take up any stain or any colored dress, leaving researchers questioning their very existence. However, it's just that they do their work quietly in the pituitary. This is the workforce of the pituitary. The optic chiasma is the plaza's most trusted roadway, passing directly above it, transmitting high-speed sensitive visual data to the brain. Normally, it minds its own business until the pituitary tumors starts expanding. The result, visual disturbances. The pituitary mall is deeply tucked away, making surgical access trickier than finding a parking slot on a busy Sunday evening. However, neurosurgeons have a secret backdoor called the transsphenoidal route. They sneak in through the nose like an elite SWAT team. No messy scalp incisions, just a subtle approach to the vestibules, that is the passageways of the nose, to reach the gland without disturbing the neighboring brain districts. Now you see, as we conclude this session, the pituitary mall remains open 24/7. This mall never stops running the endocrine economy, whether it is balancing growth, stress, hydration, reproduction or metabolism. This tiny gland holds a disproportionate amount of power over your body's entire biochemical marketplace. Therefore, while the pituitary is dancing there, you notice that the next time you feel a growth spurt, a stress-induced energy rush, or a sudden urge to ... just remember it's all thanks to the biochemical wonders of your own personal pituitary mall. Whether you need hydration perks, metabolic boosts, or bonding chemicals. Thank you for your patient hearing. This was a presentation for VBS Anatoma. I am Dr. Balasubramaniam signing off.